Alright, so I thought to myself, what would be the dumbest possible thing that you could do? And that answer is simple. It's Asylum. I'm professional, using only a flashlight. Let's do this. Now, when I say only a flashlight, I don't mean that I'm going to be using a flashlight to navigate around while I test for stuff. None of these objectives matter to me. I am literally going to use this thing and this thing only, okay? That's all I'm going to use. That, and I'm going to be able to use, maybe, I'll allow the cameras that are already there, and my breath, obviously, and sanity levels and stuff like that. I'm going to be looking at that. But this, that, nope, none of that stuff. None of it. Don't need any of it. All right, let's go in here and see what kind of ghosts we're dealing with. I gotta find it first. That's gonna be the first thing. But yeah, here I am, flashlight. I'm also gonna be using the light switches too, because that's gonna help me out quite a bit. Now, if I'm gonna find this thing, I'm going to need to listen for it. That's for sure. Because there's no way I'm gonna be able to. I can't test for it, you know, unless I happen to walk into a freezing temperature area. Let's turn those lights on and see where that takes me. I'm gonna go to the left first and see what I can find. So I gotta keep my ears peeled. Are you here? Thought I heard a footstep. Can you give me a sign? Are you here? Oh, it already hit the breaker. No, it didn't. Why is this light not turning on? Interesting. Alright, well, maybe I'm hearing things. I thought I heard footsteps over there. Could be downstairs also. Well, when I was in that area, I swear I heard extra footsteps. This is one of those things where you kind of want to find it fast, otherwise you're probably going to die. Aha. Thank you. Alright, so this is where it is. Alright, so this is definitely the room. It just opened the door for me and turned on the light in here. I don't see freezing temperatures anywhere. Let me go check to see what my sanity is. So it's the third door on the left when I get by the staircases. Okay. Let me go check to see what the sanity is. I knew I heard footsteps. I was like, I gotta be in the right area. Okay, so it's a little bit more active than I'd expect a shade to be. So I'm thinking it's probably not a shade. Now, I did peek myself in those rooms occasionally to see if I could get a reaction out of one of them, and that one did open. So it's possible that this thing is territorial like a djinn, but I don't know for sure. Then again, I've seen djinns be really active for no reason, even though I'm nowhere near them, which is a little strange. So let me go check my sanity real fast and see how that's doing. Because if it tanks really bad, that means that I'm probably dealing with a Yuri right off the bat. 88, 90. That's actually not too bad. I'm thinking it's probably not a Yuri. Where is the circuit breaker on this world here? Or on this map. So it's top floor. Go down to the stairs, and it'll be the second hallway on the right of that room. Okay, so just in case I need to know that. All right, so now I need to try to see if I can't get some freezing temperatures. Freezing temperatures would at least eliminate a lot of possibilities. The problem is that they don't always present right away. In fact, actually, you know what I'm going to do just to try to help? Because if it's like a mare, it will want to attack in the dark. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off some lights that I don't need. I'm going to turn on ones that I think I do. There we go. And hopefully that helps illuminate my path just a little bit. No, it didn't. I don't know where the lights are over here. I know a lot about this level, but I don't know where the lights are right here. I don't know how to turn that one on. Now here's the thing. Yeah, I keep hearing footsteps over here. It's entirely possible that it's in the hallway. In which case, then I'm really in trouble. I'm trying to see if another door opened other than the one I already know of. It's flickering the lights in here. Are you here? Can you show yourself? If I see this thing, it could tank my sanity, in which case it would suggest a phantom. It does seem to be behaving when I got closer to it. It's behaving a little bit more aggressive when I got closer to it. Can you give me a sign? Can you give me some sub-zero temperatures? Nope. It's right behind me. Can you give me some freezing temperatures? You want to lower the temperature in here? That would really help me out a lot. That's about the only thing I can actually test for. Alright, so I know where it is. It does seem to be... Clicking the door. It's showing me it's in here, but I don't think there's anything else that can move around other than the door. I don't think these things can be moved. Can these be picked up? No. I think the door is the only thing it can move. So there's like nothing that... it could be like a poltergeist then, because poltergeist would throw more stuff. Onis could throw more stuff too, but without anything for it to throw... Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on. Wait 1 second. Can I pick up any of these things? Now, this is still using just a flashlight only because I'm just grabbing stuff from in the level. I gotta find like a storage room or something like that. Let's close this so I don't think it opened it. If I grab paint cans and stuff and throw it in there, can I get any of these things? Oh, okay, I can pick up that one thing, so that'll give me something for it to chuck around. Let me go ahead and yeet this thing on the floor. You wanna throw that around? Huh? Actually, let me put it someplace where I know where it's at, so if it does move it, at least, oh, there it is. All right, I'm getting a good look at it. If my sanity is in the gutter, then it's a phantom for sure. All right, let me get the lights back on here, and let me. Ooh, I think the lights are shot. Yep, he killed the breaker. All right, let me get out of here and go check my sanity, because my sanity could be already bad. If that's a phantom, yeah, my sanity's not good already, and I need to get out of here. Alright, so I already know where the breaker is based on the map, but I do want to check my sanity as quickly as possible. When I went in here, it was at 90-some, and I lingered in here for a little bit, so I'm guessing probably in the 80s. So, probably mid-70s to... probably about mid-70s would probably be a good guess. Low to mid-70s would be a good guess for what my sanity probably should be right now. And whether it is or not is kind of up in the air right now. So let's get in here and see if I can't see what my sanity is. 62. That could be. I mean, I guess low 70s, it's mid 60s. It's a good guess. It's pretty close to it. So I'm thinking it's probably not a phantom. Too bad witnessing a ghost event wasn't one of these. I could have actually got some money out of this. Now I can use the cameras that are set up in here. Now it's that one right there that I need. I might be able to see some stuff. I don't know what camera that is though. Unless that camera was pointing at the stairwell. Yep. Alright, so the camera's not facing the right direction. So I'm not going to be able to see anything on that one. Alright, 60-some% sanity. I've seen the ghost. My sanity didn't tank anywhere near as bad as I thought it would. It is active, but I don't know if it's overly active. I also wouldn't mind seeing if it chucked that book or not. Well, I mean, it could have by now. I mean, it doesn't... I don't know what this means. It could literally be anything at this point. All right, so I don't know if there's any benefit to going and turning on the circuit breaker right now because I don't know what it is. Let's take a look at the ghost types here real fast. I don't even have a clue what it is. Okay, I'm gonna guess probably not a shade because it was reasonably active pretty early and it's already shown itself with just me hanging out in there. It killed the breaker. All right, so I mean, it could very easily be a spirit. Wraiths. I mean, I could kind of go check. I'm gonna go try to get the breaker back on. Where is this thing again? Because I want to check for freezing temperatures. So top floor, second hallway on the right. All right, I'm gonna try to get the circuit breaker back on. I'm gonna try to check for freezing temperatures to try to rule out some of these things. Beyond that, I don't really know what else it could be. I do want to also get some of these lights back on. Breaker's back on. Okay. So it must turn it back on. Let's get this light on here. You see, it's moving doors. It's active. It's very active now, especially since I've angered it over there. I just want to check for freezing temperatures. I doubt it is, but it's already presented itself once. I'm probably going to get attacked on this trip, so I got to get in here quick and get out. I should have hit more lights too. I kind of forgot about that. That could be a fatal flaw right here. Okay, please be cool. My sanity was still decent-ish, but it's gonna be dropping fast. I just need to see if you got freezing temperatures in there. I didn't move the book. You do not have freezing temperatures in here. Okay, good to know. Can I just nudge that camera? Is that a thing you can even do? That should be something you can do in the game. Okay, no freezing temperatures. So I'm a little confused as to what it could be. One way to also see what it could be is to get it to attack and to see how it attacks and how quickly it attacks. That's a risky thing to do, obviously. Okay, so no freezing temperatures. I turned the circuit breaker back on its own. It's down in this room right here. Alright, so let's rule out freezing temperatures. Just because. Because it hasn't presented itself yet. So we're looking at spirit. Neither one of those two. I wouldn't think it's a phantom anyway, because I looked right at it and my sanity did not drop as much as I would think it would have. It could be a poltergeist because there's nothing else for it to move in there other than the door and the light switch. It could be. It's not Banshee if it's freezing temperatures. It could very well be a Djinn because it didn't really seem to get active until I got in there. I heard footsteps, but that was about it. Let's see, it could be a revenant, in which case I'm in trouble because that thing moves really fast when it's hunting people. So that could be a problem. I doubt it's a shade because it did present enough evidence early on to say that it's being shy. Of course, I've seen active shades before, but who knows? I'm thinking it's probably not. Demons present with freezing temperatures also, and what's my sanity at? There, I'm just about getting to prime demon hunting time here. Usually around 55, 50 or so, those things start to come after you too. I mean, everything does about that time. So probably not that. And if I'm ruling out freezing temperatures, which I'm reluctantly doing because it hasn't presented itself yet, and usually that's one of the first things that present itself. Not always, but usually. I'm going to rule that out. EMF 5 it could be an Oni. Onis behave very similar to Djinns. You have to be nearby them, and they get active. And they get more active quickly. This one was kind of active quickly. It wasn't, like, super active. Like, I heard footsteps, but that was it. Like, Onis usually like to move things and throw things. And since there's nothing in that room, like right here, it says being more active will make an Oni easier to find and identify. Because there's nothing in that room, this could be an Oni. So it didn't have really much to play with, and so I played with the door and light switch, and that's all it could do. So if I was to take a guess right now, based on what it is. See, spirits behave similar to this too. It messed with the circuit breaker too, so jinns favor electronics. It could be a jinn. It could very well be a jinn. And once I got in there, it started to present itself. Because remember, I had it show itself while I was in there. It wasn't like I was outside the room or something like that, and then I heard it. I was in there right next to it, and bam, there it was. And yeah, it didn't seem to want to open the door right away until I made a couple passes. In fact, I opened all the doors and I stepped inside to each one of those rooms, and then it opened the door for me. So I'm guessing, I almost want to say jinn. I almost want to say jinn. That kind of it's behaving like that. It's behaving a lot like a jinn. It could be a spirit or an oni. I mean, because onis do very similar things too. Because I did get close to it, so it could very well be an oni too. Dang it! Because it killed the lights and turned them back on, I'm gonna say probably a jinn because of the electronic attraction that they have. I hate it if I guess this and get it wrong. I'm gonna be kicking myself, but I'm gonna go with jinn, and let's just hope that's right, based on its behavior. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. God, it was an oni. That was my other guess. I was like jinn or oni. And it wasn't oni. There wasn't enough stuff for it to really, draw my attention right away. It was just the door and light switch. So I was close. Jinns and onis behave very similar. The only real difference is that, well, it's a couple of differences. Jinns like electronics, and onis, they'll also travel quite a little bit outside their spawn area too. They'll have a little bit of a range to them, whereas jinns stay very close usually. Not always, but oh well. I didn't get this one right, but I'll try again.